Hi guys, it's Violet and Jilly again. Welcome to another episode of the Digestive System. And today, Jilly's going to take over. What are you going to be talking about today, Jill?
We're going to be talking about the stomach today.
Okay, it's excited. Yes, stomach.
Yes.
Yes, so it's all yours, Jilly.
All right. Well, to begin, Ms. Violet had a very interesting experience. We were talking about the esophagus in the last episode, and Ms. Violet had an experience relating to that immediately, right afterwards. So would you like to share that, Ms. Violet? That was a cool experience.
Sure. Yes. So my produce manager, he had marked down some they call it gold nuggets mandarin, but it's out like once a year. So I got a lot of them. So I was making smoothies, and just my mouth, and my chest started to burn. And I'm like, okay. So I'm going on the list. What did I eat? I had some chips and what else? But I guess I was having smoothies, like make a lot of smoothies with them. I did a little research, and it was the acidic that was in the mandarin, the gold nuggets that was called the miso. But once I stopped, drinking the smoothie and eating it, it goes away. Wow. And so I stopped that, and then stopped enough to go about looking, say, what can I eat, to soothe the burning sensation. So certain things I had to put aside until it's finished. So I bought some pomegranate juice. So it's nothing acidic, like oranges, kiwi, anything like that. So I bought some pomegranate juice. I went to pick up my husband. It was late in the night, so let me just get something to just keep me awake. So that started the burn again, the pomegranate juice, because it was. So I said, is pomegranate juice good for heartburn? It said no, because the acidic in the acidic. So I said okay. So I came home and I had they said melon, watermelon, cantaloupes. I had melon, and that was like, no problem. I made a smoothie. I juiced celery, cucumber, pear, and I put aloe vera in there. That was wonderful. And I also make a mullein tea. I did mullein with ginger and thyme tea. That's excellent. So I'm like, well, here I just talk about the esophagus last week, and I experienced this here this week. It was just something that, so when you come to me like something like this, listen to the body. I'm glad that I was able to recognize, and realize my body, okay, you got to stop eating that, and I did that. So I was able to assist my body, in that healing process. So just want to share that with you, even though it's good for you, sometimes, because not all it's with my food allergy, sometimes I can't have citrus stuff,
Right.
So I have to be very careful.
That's why you can't eat pineapple, right?
Exactly. Yes, but know my limits. So even though it's good for you, but at the same time, you gotta be careful. So that's what I want to share with you guys.
That's a wonderful story. The timing was crazy how that happened.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So now that we finished talking about the esophagus, we can go to the next part, which is the stomach. So from the esophagus, our food goes into our stomach, which is a sac-like organ that stores and further breaks down our food. I actually learned something new that I didn't know about the stomach before. We produce about half a gallon of hydrochloric acid every day, which is a lot if you think about it. The stomach produces that every single day. And the hydrochloric acid, what it does is it has enzymes and it further breaks down the food before we put it into the smaller intestines. So what's interesting about that is because the hydrochloric acid is so powerful, the stomach has to line itself with a mucus-like, they call it a mucus-like substance. But basically what it does, it protects the stomach from the hydrochloric acid so that when it's digesting the food, when it's breaking down the food, it doesn't break down the walls of the stomach itself, because otherwise it would also break down the walls of the stomach and cause a lot of issues. So it's just interesting. We are truly fearfully and wonderfully made down to every little aspect of our bodies. And I don't know, I know you've probably experienced this before. You probably had vomited before or thrown up before, or you were sick and you vomited. If you notice, when you're about to vomit, your mouth gets super watery, like your saliva glands just secrete all the saliva. And I didn't know that before, but now I know that the body does that. It's just like with the stomach, it's the body's way of protecting itself, because when the saliva coats your mouth and your teeth, because when you're throwing up a lot of the acid that's in your stomach, all that stuff that, you know, all that gross stuff that you don't want to taste is coming up out of your body. And it does have the potential to break down your teeth. So when you have all that saliva that's forming when you're about to throw up, that's your body protecting itself. You're protecting your teeth, protecting your mouth. I just thought that was super cool.
Oh, yes.
Because all the times that I've, you know, we've all, I think, experienced that unfortunate situation where we have to vomit. My mouth always gets super watery, and now I know why, which is super cool.
Yeah. And I know that your mom was sharing with me like 2 years ago that our body wasn't producing the acid in her stomach, so she was having problems. Right. Remember that? Yes. So
my mom was having that issue where her body wasn't producing enough hydrochloric acid, and hydrochloric acid is like a main component as to what when your food is stored in your stomach, it's breaking it down. It's very, very essential, just like your enzymes. It all works together. And I know we spoke about, I can't remember which episode it was, but we spoke about chemical and mechanical digestion. Well, in the stomach, that also takes part in the mechanical digestion, because the stomach is like a muscle. It has, the walls are like very muscular, if you will. And when the food is being broken down with the hydrochloric acid, the stomach is kind of moving around in they call the term peristalsis. It's just like a muscle contraction. And it's further breaking the food down into a paste to where, you know, it goes into in small intestines, and then it can, you know, be absorbed by the body and all of that good stuff. Is there anything you wanted to add, Ms. Violet?
I just wanted to mention the experience that your mom had with the stomach acid. You know, it was really,
And she couldn't, I remember because of that, she couldn't eat. She was having a lot of pain.
Yeah. And
go ahead, sorry.
Some of the symptoms was feeling nauseous, you know, and nausea and
a lot of nausea
was having because she wasn't producing, you know, the acid in the stomach. So
that's right.
You're going through, if you're going, you know, if you're experiencing stuff like that, something you want to, you know, check it out, because you went to the doctor and realized that's what was happening.
That's right.
Went to another naturopathic doctor and realized that's what's happening. So yeah.
And you know, that acid is so important. It also kills, like, if you have any bad microbes that make their way into the body, that kills those before it gets to a point where, you know, it can harm the body. So the fact that with my mom, her body wasn't producing that, it's, you know, no wonder her bad bacteria was starting to overpower the rest of the good bacteria and all of that, because there was nothing protecting, you know what I mean? And what else there was something else that I wrote down. Hang on, family. I got my notes here. Oh, and I did want to mention that the stomach can stretch and hold up to 4 pounds of food at one time, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you see 4 pounds of food, that's a lot of food, and your body can hold, it stretches and it can hold up to that amount. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for the stomach. Is going to be a pretty short day today, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The stomach, you know, I wanted to mention the hydrochloric acid and the mucus and all of that, how the body protects itself with the mucus from the hydrochloric acid. And once the food is, you know, not digested, but broken down in a way where it can be then moved into the small intestines, that's what we're going to go into next week. So,
and another thing about the stomach. Okay, so the stomach is located right in the left-hand side, right? Upper left-hand side. So your stomach is right here. You know, you have people, the belly just protrude out. It's big,
right.
Oh, that's not the stomach, right? That's not the stomach right there. It's feces, you know?
That's right.
So it's full of feces. So that means, you know, your body, you need, you know, you got to do something about it. So it's not the stomach that's protruding out. It's the,
that's right.
Have holding up in here. So, you know, when you see, you know, maybe you experiencing the same thing, your body said, okay, I need help.
Right.
You know, and sometimes they call it beer belly or, you know, gluten, whatever. But the body,
what it is a poop.
Poop, yeah, poop needs
to come out, right?
Let out the body, yeah. So you got to do something about it. So that's the reason why water is important. You know, you could go like on a smoothie fast, a 5-day smoothie fast, or add more fruits and vegetables to the diet, you know. If you don't do anything, family, have fruits and vegetables that will help you, you know, with the more fiber in your body, drinking the water that will help you really, really good to flush out that poop out your system. You know,
because a lot of times when you have that where you're just, as we call it, backed up, you know, the smoothie really helps push all that fiber, pushes everything out to where, you know, you can have normal, regular bowel movements.
Yeah. And they also say constipation is a mother of all diseases. And you know, I love the juicer, because the juicer, they designed the juicer after the human body, because when you put the juice, you know, your fruits and vegetables in the juice, they extract the liquid and push the fiber out. So the the food,
it's the same thing, right?
Yes,
it's so true.
Yeah. So if you're having problem with, you know, if you're having that you know, that gut issue, you know, make sure you're eating a lot of fibrous food, you know, to make sure you have a regular bowel movement. And you know, yes, because of the Jilly, like Jilly said, our body's fearful and wonderfully made, you know.
That's right.
Just so that's it, family. So I'm gonna come in and share with you about the stomach, you know, and how we need to take care of it, you know, put the proper food in it to help, you know, nourish the body, you know, so we can be in good health, you know. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
In this video, I'm going to be making a very simple salmon dinner. I'm starting off with some zucchini. I'm sauteing them in some olive oil, and then I'm going to season them with some garlic salt and a little bit of lemon pepper. You can omit the lemon pepper if it irritates your gut. And then I'm going to take some of my sweet potatoes that I cut up already, and I'm going to spray some olive oil and sprinkle some salt and pepper. Massage that in, and then I'm going to bake it for 45 minutes covered and 15 minutes uncovered. I have some salmon that I already defrosted. I put it on some parchment paper to avoid sticking, and I'm going to add some olive oil. Then I'm going to season it with the garlic salt, some turmeric, and some lemon pepper. Again, you can omit the lemon pepper if it irritates your gut. You can replace it with Italian herb mix or another herb mix of your choice. I'm going to massage the seasonings into the fish. And then I'm just going to put a few little dollops of Earth Balance soy-free butter. It adds a really nice taste to the fish. It's one of those foods that digest really easily for me, so I've been incorporating into my diet a lot more. Then you're just going to bake for about 10 minutes on 45 broil. And when it comes out, it's going to look like this. And then you just sit back and enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed this recipe video. It's very simple, but sometimes the simple dinners digest really well for me, and I really enjoy them. So hope you guys are having a good day or night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!